years, and perhaps just preface this by saying that I don't do this sort of thing. So this is me like embracing you and sharing with you like my truth. So here I go. My reason for being vegan is to redeem freedom, achieve breathe-in breath, not stressed by a culture of death that seeks to insult your sensibilities with facilities designed to blind eyes and disguise lies comprised of rape, torture, and murder of the planet and all that inhabit her. Free your burger, fries, and Coke. My hope is to provoke action. I promote this sickening system collapsing. We must continue smashing these industries that thrive on the misery of the masses. Oppression under capitalism is massive, but without us, it vanishes. No bandages can handle this cancerous consumption of so-called resources. For instance, Japan's resorted to eating horses to support its sushi habit, now that tuna populations can no longer handle it. But the candle's lit at both ends because while the West condemns Eastern practices, it pretends to be making amends with Mother Earth by buying green and eating so-called humane meat. All the while, shit gets worse. From birth to death, many beings are stressed, stretched, kept in cages, cramped spaces to produce anything from milk to silk to a book's pages. My rage is against this machine's obscene dream to control this whole planet and all inhabitants. We've had it to the root like the Latin radic. And like any addict's high crashes, the end of modern-day slavery under ugly companies like Apple that use USB cables to whip us out of sync, and behind the scenes it seems they have an app used to abuse, distract, and attack us that they aptly call eyelashes. But like the true sufferers of trichotillomania, they are like their eyelashes, frail. Their mission fails when we begin the decolonization process and recognize that we, the plants and seeds, all animals and trees, land, air, and sea are not objects to be exploited, period. The myriad of ways toward total liberation need not be mysterious. History is rich with experience, from indigenous resistance to the insurrection of enslaved Africans, to other animals fighting back from centuries of attacks, and even diseases from factory farming's egregious procedures. The earth speaks of her struggle through the cities left in rubble in the wake of natural disasters. The chapter of capitalism closes when we expose this sickening system for what it really is, and from that point we can truly live lives devoid of mechanized, colonized, hollow lies. Once we finally open our eyes to see this future crystallize, simultaneously we all get wise to our collective size in comparison to theirs. The oppressed versus oppressor paradigm flares to the point of toppling. Once we embrace what we all came to this planet to do in the first place, and in case you forgot, we're meant to lead lives content, spent cultivating ourselves and others, liberation from all systems of oppression, finally free to step in whatever direction, a truly autonomous collection of communities, maneuvering whatever section of the planet with absolute respect and consent from the original inhabitants. Abandonment of divide and conquer tactics that no longer limit our access because of the skin we're in or whatever life form we're born. It's time we're torn from the pages that enslave us and make dust the culture of pretend, so unfriend Facebook and all the other anti-social cyber circles and embrace your internal personal journals and take a look deep inside your being to connect with the keys you'll use for our collective freeing.